Daytime radio phone's basically bricked. Oh my god. Well, this is grey, isn't it? %. Look at that. 20% incline. Wow. I don't think so. Why, game? Why? Have you done anything special today? It is a selfie day after all. Is it? Did you... It's news to me, Wild. The only special thing I've done today is go down to Lakeside. Oh, here we go. At 9 o'clock in the morning. Which I have to say, let me say this. I went down to Lakeside this morning at 9 o'clock. I walked through them doors. And there was people queuing up outside the Pandora shop. But apart from that, it was really quiet. Like, we went into different shops. Went into the Apple shop, empty. Went into Primark, hardly any queue. Went into Boots, no problem. There were so many different shops I went into. It was brilliant. I left at about midday, and it was really starting to get very busy. Like the traffic coming in. Because people just don't get up early. They get up, have their breakfast, you know, we'll leave about 10. Get in there, get out. Work's a treat. But no, why that I didn't take a selfie. I didn't know I was supposed to. 2% incline. Not too bad. Oh yeah, I forgot about this bit. Okay, we need to find a way of... join it into there like that. Oh my god. It's always a fight. Always a fight. Why won't you link in? Good night, Ryan. Lakeside is where they hold the darts. That's what I said. But people said it's not. This is honestly more pain than it should be. Why is there such massive restrictions on track placement? I don't get it. So Whiteland, have you tried that game yet? It won't take it off a section that has a junction on. Yeah, but it doesn't, does it? What it is, it's because it's an incline. It gets all faffy about inclines. This better work. Right. Let's see. So we want a signal to be about here. Turn around. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one as well. Okay, join, goes through there. That's too early. Okay. Split that way. Cleared the block. Here, and then we're just into Okay, merging, that's too early. That protects that entire section there. That can move further down to here. That's to go. That's to go. I think that's about right. We'll soon find out if the trains start going this way. Use a more powerful locomotive. Baltimore reaches 90,000 inhabitants. That's a bit scary. What train is it currently running? It's running a John Bull, which is the best thing we currently have, unless we can research the next one, which we can. 26 miles an hour, 31%.
You can drive this locomotive straight to the scrapyard.
Bada bing, bada boom. Multiplayer game is 250 bits heading out. But Merry Christmas to all and good night, Squirrel. It was great having you playing in the background at work today. You're welcome. Hope to see you over the Christmas period. You're downloading, the maximum speed is 2.5 meg at the moment. Steam sells, I guess. Yeah, there is that, Wyland. There'll be a massive throttling going on right now. Right, the train's going that way. So it is taking the shorter route. Which is pretty sweet. That's a grasshopper. Are you kidding me? Okay, let's have a look at these trains. An interesting Epic Car Factory game has appeared. Epic Car Factory game. What does that mean?
It angers me that to this day, nobody has erected a memorial to our founding father, George Washington. I hope that the disputes about it will be over someday.
They can all,
and I'll
well,
be
might
the
change the
first
New
to
York
make a
runs.
donation towards it.
Tazwa. I was demonstrating the kettle machine.
Oh,
Why, that's all I had. All I had
What
left.
good is your new record anyway?
Hey? I don't have the stuff. Right, let's have a look. Tasks. 19! Look! Look, 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 look! One more! One more! One more bit of clothing! I'm gonna have done the impossible! Oh my god! Can we pay the bond off now, or buy some stock or something? How much was the bond? Current bond. 532. 25 grand interest penalty. Well, Ruben, I think... I don't know. I'm guessing it was that, Ruben. I'm guessing it was that, mate. In which case, GG, if that's what it was that fixed it. Definitely a learning curve right there, though, isn't there, eh? Blimey. Let's get rid of that. Bond free. Bond free. Okay, let's have a look at what Oh, 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 oh. She's getting a little bit close. Look at the state of this. Because she can just go full on expansion mode and not have to worry about tasks and stuff. Wilmington, next stop Norfolk, next stop Washington. We need to buy her out, guys. We need to scupper her plans. Is there a Christmas bake-off? There's a planned Christmas bake-off, yes. So, mechanical interlocking tower. Increases the transportation fee per freight car by 10%. Yeah, go on, let's have a go at that. Sounds like it might make some nice money.
Are you a bit slow?
No? Are you a bit salty?
I have already bid.
Salty? Sunday Night Trucking, because Sunday Night Trucking falls on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, and I want to be able to stream into midnight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a split stream, so I'm going to do the first half of it, like the first 4 hours of Sunday Night Trucking, will be Euro Truck or American Truck, and then the second 4 hours will be something else with the Squirrel TV team, like multiplayer games, to take us into midnight. So I'll be taking you into Christmas Day and taking you into New Year's Day. But because it's Sunday Night Trucking, I'll be splitting it into trucking and something else. That makes sense. Have we not taken this off yet? Yes! 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 It's finally done! Baltimore and Toledo. Right, finally. Where the heck is Toledo? Buffalo's up there. Where's Toledo going?
Baltimore is growing and thriving. That is mainly thanks to the railroad that you built. Well done.
He's changed his tune. Last time he was like, well, you know, I thought I had faith in you. It wasn't very well founded. There's Toledo. Right, there's a couple of things.
For a station here, don't you think?
Don't you think? I think he's just gone and dumped a station in the middle of something. What's he done? You already had that one. I think we should expand to here, grab this stuff, bring it back into Pittsburgh, and then carry on to Toledo. That would seem like a good plan. So what if we build a large train station like that? Can't quite get all three, annoyingly.
I wouldn't have expected such a useless station, even from you.
He's so funny, isn't he? Now the question is it time to expand this train station for 100k? And then reroute some tracks slightly. Yeah, well, buying the lady out's going to be tricky, isn't it? I mean, we own half of her, but I think just to buy her outright, I would need 2.7 million. And, well, that's a lot of money. We could sell this guy's stock and get back 288.
My brother spent some time in England. His accounts of how the railroad is used in mining there fascinated me. However, in America, we have considerably greater distances to overcome. A mammoth task.
And your point is? So we'll route that into there. That then leaves us with 2 inner tracks. So I think what we'll do is we'll grab this one. We'll take it through that tower. And we'll chuck it into, like, that one. 87 grand. It's a free water tower on the way. You know what, I might just double track the whole thing. $46 grand. Absolutely. Is overlaying ads from the broadcaster illegal on Twitch? Is overlaying ads from the broadcaster illegal on Twitch? I know a number of streamers that do it, Wyland. Like, they have stuff popping up. So, it's an interesting question. I don't know. I've seen people do it. I know that if you take YouTube, for example, it's not allowed on YouTube unless it contains voiceover. So, you can run an advert on YouTube as long as you're talking over the advert. You can't just run a straight ad. That's a big no-no. So if Twitch takes a similar standpoint, then in theory it's not allowed. Okay, we'll start off by bringing some freight into here, I think. Oh, 90 grand? Good night, Dr. D. Because a Twitch Prime account should have an ad-free viewing experience across Twitch. I don't think they can stop you, you know, if there's an inline ad. I mean, what do you consider it to be an advert, Wyland? Having a logo on the screen? Is that an advert? Is that advertising? Having something pop up and say, buy the Asus Claymore, and then just disappear? Is that an advert? I think what they class as an advert is something that replaces the stream with something full screen. So you can no longer watch the stream, you're forced to watch an ad. That's what they consider to be, you know, a benefit of Prime. You don't see that. But having the stream with, and then like, I don't know, 20% an advert running, well, you don't have to watch it. You're not even forced to listen to it. It's just there, isn't it? See? It's a debatable one. Stop watching a guy who watched often because he would overlay ads from his sponsors and they took up half the screen. Yeah, I think half the screen is a bit much. And also it depends how often. Like, I don't even run adverts, you know, manually run adverts. I don't do that. Twitch encouraged me to do it through December because they got some special deal on. But I'm like, it's not my bag. I can't stop them from running adverts, so they do run them. If you're not Prime, they do run them. But I don't kick them off manually. But a lot of people do. I mean, particularly, they're useful for, you know, like affiliates and stuff. Or people starting out, you know, just getting a little bit of ad revenue. Like when they take a bio break, they just run some ads. Engineer. A spy? 200 grand? No. Welcome back, Rye. What does that do? Separates tyres, can be replaced more quickly than the entire wheel. Accelerates train maintenance by 20%. That sounds pretty good. Trains no longer need to stop when small objects are lying on the track. I didn't even know that was a thing. Look at that. The most valuable company, 9.3 million. Save. Doing something right this time. We're getting there. Right, let's have a look at the task list. Connect Baltimore and Toledo, end of 1836. We've basically got 4 years to connect Toledo, but Toledo's going to happen in 1832, I imagine. Good night, Monstrous Mikey. Have a good one. Right, so what have we got? Meat industry in Knoxville. I'm nowhere near Knoxville. Don't even know where it is. See what they're picking up. Okay, there's not enough for 2 trains on that line yet, I would suggest. Fastest train.
Women and children on board, downhill, and with a tailwind?
What? I think what we'll do is we'll repurpose one of these trains because there's just not enough demand yet. So I guess we could make him branch to the outer track. Then sit there for freight? I don't know. Is it any good, Tim? I can't say I'm an expert on it yet, but there's quite a bit here, you know? They've done a decent job, I'll say that. Okay, so let's go with a... train station. There's nothing else to grab. Ugh. Pain. Okay, let's move it around. I do like this bit though, where you can just design a bit until it's right. That's kind of cool. Tells you the incline on the way, 1%, 1%, 0%, that's fine. 89 grand, that'll do. Hunter et al. PC project graphics, only issue I've had recently with the Chemist game on Steam. DX11 feature.
A big dream has become reality. Baltimore now has a direct connection to the Great Lakes. This will speed up the trade of goods and help bring more prosperity to the city.
Really? I guess I'll have to take your word for it, sir. Right, we need a water cooler, or supply tower, whatever they're called. It's quite a long run. Now the question is... Right, this guy here, we're going to set up his rail line, we're going to change it, we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to add... we're going to put him on automatic. We're going to clone him. And he's going to make lots of Wonga. First thing you see when opening the game is no lobby connection. It isn't even ready to be played yet. Oh, well, I'm not surprised by it, if I'm honest. Now, the only thing is, we want to do something with this. Oh, come on. Can I buy shares in the rival? I can do. I'm just a little bit conscious of doing so right now. Just because I need some money for trains, I think. Okay, so we'll have that go straight in like that. Oh, what? And what I'm thinking is, for the freight guy, can we make him go into a different platform? Like, we could make him do that, but then can we get him back out again? I don't know. Like, we can branch him off early like that. But then we've got to step him back. Like that. So we force him in that way. Move that to here as well. Get rid of that one. If I made this longer... Yeah. Hang on a sec. If we make this longer... then we can even... So we've got one there, and we can put one here. And then say they clear it. Well, that'll do. Nice. So the only thing left now is to take that freight train wherever he is. Is that it? Yeah, so here's a freight train. So if we... track is that? We want him to go into track 1. So when he gets to Lewis Preserve, we'll say you go into track 1. So he now, as freight, just gets out the way. And then the passenger trains just go straight through 2 and come back down 3. And so they're not disturbed by the freight train. You go straight through. Clone it. Jobs are good. Paul, have you confirmed that the game doesn't force platforms, aka allows trains to change automatically? It doesn't force platforms, but as I've already noted, you can't create cross sections, so you have to do this kind of staggered approach. And if you're doing this, like, it's fine when the ground is flat and the track's not curving, but if the ground is inclined, or if the ground, or if the track is curving, it gets really picky about these sections here. That's my only problem with it. But if you say, if you route it so that it can go into 2 platforms, it will pick. It seems to just pick whichever one it wants. Unless you edit the route.
The railroad will democratize mobility.
Again.
It is a means of transport that should be
20 million is the next goal. Okay, so now we focus on
not only because it is profitable,
destroying the competition,
but because it opens
She's gone to Norfolk.
people's eyes to the world.
See, if we buy her out, all we're going to get is all that stuff. We'll then have to add loads of trains and routes and stuff and figure it all out. A real pain. But she's getting too big for her boots. Look at that. I can only afford... I can buy 10% just. I can try out Rise of Flight. I know the game. It's a, it's like a biplane dogfight kind of game. All about energy management. There was an Australian YouTuber I used to watch make videos of it. It's quite interesting. Don't know if he still does them. In Transport Fever, you're not able to have flexible platforms. It just picks a platform and keeps it. In Transport Fever. No, in Transport Fever, you can put waypoints down. And you can waypoint a platform. So you can force it into a platform. Let's have a look at Washington. 55% fulfilled. We need to get more stuff into Washington. We could just bring sugar in. That's the cheap solution. Is anybody taking meat? Are they getting meat in Washington? Hang on. I'm not sure there is, you know.
I hope you don't mind if I go into competition with your station.
What? What? Oh my god, dude. You actually serious? Look at him. What a scumbag. 20 million after marrying Mrs. Moneybags. Listen, I could just sell all of my stock in her. Actually, does it count that towards my net worth, I wonder? Should do. Snus Kongan, thank you for 2 months. As her net value goes up, my ownership in her will go up, and therefore my net worth should go up, right? Look at this. What a complete scumbag. He's done it twice to me. I might just bring some sugar in. Actually, no, we need meat. Meat from Baltimore. What trains have I got on this line? Baltimore to Washington. It's already bringing meat. How many passengers are waiting here? Loads. I think we'll just clone that. Wait a sec. That's an old train. Let's give them the better train. Try and get more stuff here. The Cooler King, thank you for 2 months. Oh, excuse me. With 250 bits, good evening, Paul Hope as well. Currently playing Transport Fever, have got 786 million in the bank. But the micromanagement is to get that is unreal. I was a billionaire for a while, and in Transport Fever, you can waypoint a train onto a certain track and pick which terminal it stops at. That's exactly what I said. Increases of passenger transport mile by 10%. On there. Merry Christmas to yourself and the family and all the nut house. Thank you very much. I agree with you. You can waypoint into a platform.
Are you looking to play with the big boys? So what now?
Saboteur for 348,000. Is it really worth sending in some kind of teenager with acne to go and do some sabotaging for 348,000? Not sure. Washington. do that. Looks like a zombie. Got a bit too close. Oh, what? Go away. Put some signal down here. Signal down here. Just trying to bring some more goods into here. Just so that we can, because if you get this to 60%.
When I tell people about my plans for the railroad, they only see the problems.
There you go.
Laying the tracks,
So
maintenance
that grows now.
costs, labor costs. As if a fleet of stagecoaches were cheaper.
23 months, Redcoat. Notified gaming with 19 months, 2 years not far away. What did Sander do when he went speed dating? He pulled a cracker.
A little competition creates business, so my new station won't do any harm.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's just gone straight in. Straight into Washington. She's gone and done it. She's put their tentacles all the way out into my cities. Well, phase 1 of my action plan.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
To prevent further damage. The roundabout! Ho ho ho, indeed, you shall build no further. Thou shalt not pass. Give me save Latin, hello Paul, been lurking all evening, had to get the Hunter on the Steam sale. It's a cracking game. Just spent over an hour trying to catch a bear with one shot and then couldn't find it, the game is hard. 2 tips, Jimmy. Firstly, stay on the American map, because it's a lot easier when you're beginning. Secondly, don't even think about a bear. Your gun is not powerful enough for a bear. Your starter gun, which I think is a 243 caliber, you need to be going for deer. Yeah, deer is the main thing. A moose, a bear, an elk. Seriously, that gun, unless you like hit the spine without going through too much flesh, you will not be able to do it. Don't bother with a bear. It's not worth it. You can kill like 3 deers and get way better trophy score. You'll be chasing that bear down for days, because it'll just bleed really slowly. Okay, let's go with hostile takeover incoming. Easy come, easy go, achievements unlocked. Wait, look at this! Look at this! Single track, 1, 2, 3 trains. You see, this is why, when you buy them, it doesn't hand it over. Look at this. 4 trains going down a single track. Another train coming the other way. It's full on hacks. It's utter hacks. This isn't even fair. Look at that. It's got like 50 trains going down one line. It's alright for some. Let's not bother with signals. Let's not bother with double tracks, junctions. We don't need any of that. Just create one line and put 50 million trains down it. It's fine. 270 caliber. Yeah, but that's not the starter gun to killer. Starter gun's 243. 270 is a bit beefier. You just need to get a good shot with the 270. Totally possible to take bears down with that. Penfold, if you like the look of the game, it's totally worth it. It's a great little game. So atmospheric. So what's this then? Is she on a dairy farm? I don't remember this being here before. In fact, no, hang on. This was here before. But it wasn't here. Oh, when she moved into here, it displaced the dairy farm out there. So now I don't think my dairy farm is in reach anymore. What a scumbag. If the game works like that, that's ridiculous, because I've been bringing milk into that farm for ages. That's moved it out of range of my station. That's totally unfair. A T-43 took you 3 shots. Yeah, but the point is that you should be aiming for deer with 1 shot. I'm not saying you can't do it, I'm just saying it's more difficult, so it's just not, there's no point. You're tired after trying to hunt. What's my net worth now? 14.7 million. I'm going to stop worrying about what she's doing. Let's see what these are doing. Why is this train stopped here? Oh, for him. That's not good enough. Okay. We're gonna fix that. No Man's Sky is on sale. Yay! Quick! Let's all rush out and buy it and play some multiplayer. If you hover over the dairy farm, you'll see your station lights up. I think the fact it moved doesn't matter because it was in range when you built it. Interesting tip. Well, I don't know. The city's lighting up, but not necessarily a station. Let's test out a different industry. I don't know. You see, the meat industry is lighting up the name, but not necessarily the track. No, it's inconclusive. It only highlights the city name. If you see the cheese icon, it should be working. In theory, yes, I agree. A bit darkastic. What was Sork? What's a bit darkastic? I wonder if we can sneak another crossover in there. Don't know if we can. Okay. That's how they get on. Interesting little list you've got there, Sony. So look, he's gone to that platform. Interesting. These trains are making so much money. So what's going on down there? Could do a similar trick here as well. I wish you could put an X thing in. Oh, you're saying let's play multiple? Oh, I got your talk, yeah. Yes, that was sarcasm. Definitely.
You understand your craft, I must admit. I hope that we will fight over land and rails for a long time to come.
We won't, because I'm going to buy you out, love.
Oh, with such delicate little things, I just can't say no.
You spend your money on that tat, and I'll just spend my money on your company. 78%. We're getting there with her. I suspect we'll pass the value of the company before we get to buy it out, though. That's the only downside. To be honest, I don't think we should buy her out. Like, if we own 99% of her company, then what I own there is pretty much all of her, whatever she's worth. But if I buy her out, it immediately removes all the trains, which is a fantastic amount of stuff. I lose all the rolling stock, I lose all the profit and connections coming out of these lines. It simply isn't worth buying her out. Better to just control her with a 99% majority and just reap all the profit of the cheating computer. Unless she's causing me severe aggravation, it's just not worth bothering with. No, I don't own... I own a controlling interest, Ruben. But it doesn't mean anything in this game. Because a controlling interest doesn't, like, give you anything at all. Random breakdown. Syracuse grows. Well, I think we've got this scenario licked. Baltimore and Ohio is darling of the stock exchange. Value reaches 16.3 million. Yeah, you single tracks multiple trains. Should be raised as a problem with the game. Well, this is it, Andreas. Like, if you buy this is a real killer. If you basically buy their company, then what you get is hardly anything for your money. You get single track, which is no use to you because you're doing the normal game. You get platforms. Meh. If they own any industries, you would get that. You get no rolling stock. You get no connections. You've got to set up all the lines and connections. You've got to double track everything. Signal everything. It really isn't worth it. She's playing on easy mode with your player on advanced. Yeah, now the question is, Tyler, is can I change that? Can I change the AI difficulty so it's forced to play like I do? I don't know. See, I don't think so, because I think that makes it harder for the AI. Good night, PC Kelly. Right, where else can we connect? Indianapolis. Let's see. What industry have they got here? Cattle market. Apparently cattle's coming in from somewhere. Cotton can be brought into here. From here. We'll do that. Slap in a train station. Can we get 2 for 1 deal? No. We'll just put a small one in then.
Congratulations. You're doing some excellent work, and your company has greatly increased in value, just as I had hoped it would.
Yeah, well, you didn't have any faith in us last time, did you, little scumbag? He was mocking us, I seem to remember. Get rid of that one. Automatic. Earlier this year, EA was the darling of the Wall Street Journal, not so much now, and yes, the sarcasm too. Oh yeah, now it's all Bitcoin. Although Bitcoin's gone down. Does it tell you how much interest or dividend you get from the shares you own in the lady? You don't get any dividends. Doesn't work that way. %. Jackson marvels at technological wonder. Becoming the first US president to travel by train. Okay. Get with the times, dude. So it's going to create cloth, which may or may not get transported. I don't know. $18.1 million net worth. We're getting there. We're basically taking our cash and then just converting it into ownership. How's that roundabout working out for you, love? Eh? You love it?
For my friends on the East Coast, the Great Lakes are a long way away, and many of them never want to go there. This is because they have only just arrived in the New World. But think about their children. They won't want to spend their entire lives on the East Coast when a vast land of unimaginable possibilities lies before them.
Look at this, it's like playing Bitcoin now. Look, consumer goods prices are on the up. And then they're going back down. This is like a mini stock market. The Great Lakes are amazing. Never been. Conductor, security guard, professor. Zero cost. Wait, what? Yeah, give me 300 grand, I'll buy some shares. That sounds good. Hire a professor, get 300 grand, buy some shares in a competitor. 19.5 million. I think we've done it.
Haven't you noticed the spy? He brought something useful back to me.
Did he really? Was the information that I'm going to win? Refrigerator car increases freight revenue by 20%. Oh, bring it. I'll have that. Unlock one more innovation. You got enough points? Ruben, good night. Have a good one.
Baltimore is prospering.
GG!
The upswing can be felt along the entire East Coast, thanks to the dense rail network. And since you have connected the Great Lakes and cities, such as Toledo, the United States have grown a little bit closer together again.
Oh, isn't that nice? They've all grown closer together.
My dear, now you're getting too successful for my liking.
She's getting a bit of green eye, guys. There's a dialog box to view your final performance rating.
The trust in new technology and the art of the adventurous railroaders paid off. Within a few years, a patchy network of short railroad lines stretched from the coast to the Great Lakes, bringing new wealth and a period of dynamic change.
Nice. That was quite challenging. In fact, we failed it the first time.
Streamers entered the scene, calling for a gigantic railroad link from the Atlantic to the Pacific, the so-called Transcontinental Railroad. But how is the most enormous project of the century to be funded and executed when the first step had only just been taken?
Thank you very much, guys. What did we get? Oh, look at that. Nailed it. Chief Executive Officer, President El Squirrelo Presidente. Fulfill task 10 of 11. I take issue with this. We did all tasks. I take issue with this. There was not one task we didn't do. Overall rating 29.5. I think I've been robbed here. Nice. That went pretty well. Right. So we should have now unlocked chapter 3, which is this one. So we've done chapter 1, we've done chapter 2, we've got another 3 to do. Well, I'm going to have to leave it there, guys. Thank you for watching. I am back tomorrow, Friday at 5 o'clock. I hope you can join me then. Hope you had fun. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Have a great Friday. It's almost the weekend, and it's almost the Christmas weekend. Which is a bit scary when you think about it, because it is only 3 days till Christmas. Hope you've got your prezzies. Right, enjoy what you're doing, and I'll see you all in a few hours. 5 o'clock tomorrow, I'll be back. Thank you for watching. Take it easy, guys. Love you all. Good night.